Hey guys, we're gonna do that thing again where I talk in front of a screen, just kind of ramble, because this is apparently a good way for me to sort out my thoughts and emotions about things and become better feeling. I've done this twice before. This time we have a time limit though, because I'm showing actual footage of what happened in the background, and I figured I should talk about it. It's not going to be edited or anything because I'm lazy, but I probably will normalize the audio or something because I do love you. So right now it is like 6:20 p.m. About 3 hours, a little bit less than that, 2.5 hours after I played my match with Vibe in the micro tournament. And obviously the micro tournament's not like some super important thing or anything. It's just like, it exists, it's for fun, you know? But you want to show off and you want to put a good impression and that sort of thing. And most importantly to me, I want to prove to myself that I'm a decent player. And I don't feel like I did that today. I'm not saying that I should have beaten Vibe. I shouldn't have. He's very, very good. He got into the finals and he, with a couple more adjustments to what happened, he could have won the tournament. But it doesn't really matter who I play against. It matters that I feel like I'm playing to the level that I should be. And today, I absolutely just didn't. In real time, I was watching myself going, this is not what you do. This is not how I practice this. This isn't anything like that at all. And that's the reason that I feel a bunch of frustration right now. I don't want to say like anger or anything, because I'm not angry. I'm not upset. But I'm kind of disappointed in myself. And I think the main reason that I'm disappointed in myself is I went into this entire tournament saying, oh, I don't have the mechanical skill that the other people do, right? They grind 20,000, 30,000 ladder games. They're all grandmasters. They're all phenomenal. I don't play ladder much anymore. I just don't have that kind of thing. What I can bring in is the routing and the tactics and use that to try to get advantages where I can and take the rest at a disadvantage, but hopefully that'll be enough. Hopefully I'll be able to show off something cool. But that's a horrible, horrible piece of logic, isn't it? That's so I don't want to swear. I've been swearing too often on stream. I try to be really family friendly because I know that there are parents that watch me. And parents that I've had people tell me before that they like having my stream on, for example, while they're watching their kids. And it's nice that I don't swear because it makes it something they can just kind of have on in the background as part of a thing. That's why I don't swear, by the way. That's what I mean when I say family friendly. It's for the parents, not for the kids. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. It's such bad logic. It's saying, oh, I'm not mechanically up to snuff, so I have to come in from this other angle. It makes a lot of sense in the 5-minute span of things, right? I only had a couple days to plan for all this and be ready to do it. But maybe I should just get good. Maybe I need to stop sucking. Maybe I need to sit down and grind some frickin' ladder so that I'm at that level. Because if I have experience even somewhat comparable to that, and then I can bring the big brain plays on top of it and actually execute them properly, because you know what, I've actually been practicing and have this ingrained habit, then it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a frickin' problem at all. So why did I let myself get into that mental trap? I don't know. It's stupid. I never do anything like this. I'm always a stubborn idiot who puts way too much effort into all the things he does. But I've just been for the last 6 months, oh, I don't have time to ladder, you know? I play StarCraft so much all the time already, blah, 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 blah. I play StarCraft because I like StarCraft. Gonna play some frickin' ladder. Gonna get good. Tired of being bad. I'm not bad, but I'm tired. I guess this is story time. So, back in 2013, I think it was 2013. Well, I guess we need to go all the way back to I'll just start 2010. In 2010, I really liked StarCraft. In 2011 came out, I was really, really excited. And I tried playing in some tournaments. I signed up for stuff. I was I think that Master League hadn't really been released yet, so I was Diamond, but not high Diamond. And then when Master League came out, I worked really hard to get to Masters. I played in some qualifier tournaments like the TSL2 qualifier. And that's where I got inspired to switch to Protoss. I got absolutely Hulk smushed by In Control, he just decimated me so hard in a macro PvZ game. I was like, damn, Protoss is so cool. I'm going to go play Protoss. Not because like, oh, it's so overpowered it beat me, but he beat me in a way that I was like, yeah, that's the way I want to play StarCraft. And I switched over to it. And it's been a long time since I switched to Protoss. I wasn't competitive for a while until I got a real computer instead of played on a laptop. But at one point, I took a huge amount of time out and tried really, really hard to become good. I grinded on a barcode on grinded on a barcode on the Korean server. I got to low GM. This was slightly before the Kespa players came in, so it was slightly easier to get GM, but the competition was still fierce there. I wanted to qualify for WCS. And I tried really, really hard. I actually moved out of the place I was staying for a bit, moved into my parents' basement for a month and grinded about 12 to 16 hours per day. I'm going to ignore the fact that the reason I had to do that is because we were renovating our bathroom and no one had any place to go to the bathroom, so we all had to move out for a bit. But no, it was because I was just so incredibly invested. It was both. So I tried really hard then, and in the summer of 2013, so actually I guess I should keep going. The first pro player I ever beat was Huck. I beat him in a PvP in a just like Playham tournament, one of those daily things. It didn't really matter. And that gave me the rush. That gave me the killer drive. I really wanted it. That was in December, before I had moved back for that little bit of time. So then I worked so hard. I worked really, really hard for the next 6 months. But I eventually ended up getting a hand injury. It was my birthday, so it was a little bit before my birthday, because I was in the hospital during my birthday. I had gotten nommed on by we'd gone out to dinner. My parents had 2 dogs. They were kind of young at the time. They were very young at the time. And I don't want to put anyone to blame because I don't blame anyone for it. People were dicking around with food, and the dogs ended up getting a fight over the food, and I ended up getting bitten and having to go to the hospital for a week and a half. And I ended up having to my thumb almost got degloved, which means think about taking a glove off, except the glove is everything except for the bone. So it was a pretty bad injury. My thumb still doesn't have very good range of motion. And I was on a PICC line and stuff, which is an IV that goes directed to your heart because I had multiple bone infections. It wasn't great. And that's really where I stopped competing in StarCraft. I became the player coach for the European team ECV. They weren't a huge team, but they were a team for a bit, and we did some stuff there. Eventually I had to pull away from all that stuff. And then I was gone for StarCraft for a long time, but I think I've used that as an excuse, mentally, for never being as good as I used to be, if that makes sense. That it's like everything in my StarCraft career was pre-injury and post-injury. Because I used to be like, 250, 275 APM, pretty good micro, good multitasking, all that kind of stuff, and I've let everything fall apart. I just don't have the skills anymore because I don't put in the practice hours at the fundamentals. I think I need to do that. I think for everything that I do, I need to do that. I think that if I ladder more, then it would be easier to get my speedrun world records back, maybe get Wings of Liberty. If I did it a lot more of the challenge runs that people like to see and want to see that I'm not able to currently do, might be doable. And it would make me feel better about myself. And I just haven't been doing it. I said to myself, oh, that's not why people are here. That's not why they're on the stream. And that might be true. But I don't have to do it during normal stream hours. I can get good at any time. And I need to stop being a wimp about it. because I have been a wimp about it. So this is my promise right now to anybody who cares and all of you who don't, that I am going to become a good player again. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm really promising myself more than anyone else. I'm tired of being bad. I have New Year's resolutions every year, right? And last year I had one of them was get back into Grandmaster. And then in June when my video blew up, oh my gosh, it's going to sleep. Don't go to sleep, computer. I need you. In June when my video blew up, I was like, oh, I don't need to do this anymore. I have so much other stuff to do. But I didn't put it there because I felt like I had to do it. I put it there because I wanted to do it. So I'm gonna. I'm very frustrated. And I know exactly what the cure to the frustration is. So I'm gonna do it. Peace.